On the quiet night of August 15, 1977, amidst the sprawling fields of Ohio, a giant metal dish was silently listening to the cosmos. This was the Big Ear radio telescope, a sentinel pointed towards the heavens, tirelessly searching for something that would forever change human history. That night, astronomer Jerry Emmon was performing the routine and often tedious task of analyzing reams of computer printout data from the telescope's observations. He was looking through a seemingly endless stream of numbers and letters, each one representing the faint, random radio noise of the background stars. But then, buried within the mundane data, his eyes caught something impossible. A sequence of characters so extraordinary it seemed to leap off the page. The sequence read 6EQUJ5, a short burst of information that represented a radio signal of shocking and unprecedented intensity. In a moment of pure scientific discovery and utter astonishment, Emmon grabbed a red pen, circled the anomalous characters, and wrote a single, now legendary word in the margin. Wow. This single word would come to define the most tantalizing and mysterious signal ever received from deep space, a 72-second whisper from the stars. It posed one of the most profound questions we could ever ask. On that summer night, did humanity finally receive a call from an intelligent, extraterrestrial civilization? And if so, why? In the more than 45 years since, is that mysterious voice fallen completely and utterly silent, never to be heard again? To understand the significance of this event, we must first understand the nature of the signal itself and why it drove a level-headed astronomer to write wow. The Big Ear telescope was part of the SETI program, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, a project dedicated to listening for signs of technology in the cosmos. The computer printouts represented signal strength, with numbers 1 through 9 indicating faint intensities, and letters A through Z indicating much stronger signals. The sequence 6EQUJ5 showed a signal that started faint, then rapidly grew to an intensity level of U, over 30 times stronger than the background noise of deep space. This dramatic rise and fall of intensity was not random. It perfectly matched the exact time it would take for a fixed celestial object to pass through the telescope's narrow field of view. The signal lasted for a total of 72 seconds, the precise duration expected as the Earth's own rotation swept the Big Ear's view across a specific point in the sky. This timing was the first major clue, as it strongly indicated that the signal's source was not on Earth or in our solar system, but from a fixed point in the distant cosmos. But the most mind-blowing aspect of the wow signal was not its strength, but its specific frequency, a detail that still gives astronomers goosebumps. The signal was detected at a frequency of 1420 MHz, a number that is incredibly special in the field of radio astronomy. This frequency is known as the hydrogen line, as it is the natural frequency at which neutral hydrogen atoms, the most common element in the universe, emit radio waves. Scientists have long theorized that if an intelligent civilization wanted to send a message across the stars, they would use this universal, cosmic constant. It's like a universal hailing frequency, a cosmic water cooler that any technologically advanced species would know to listen to, a clear signpost in the radio spectrum. The fact that the wow signal was detected precisely at this magic frequency was either a 1 in a billion coincidence or a deliberate and intelligent choice. Furthermore, the signal was extremely narrow-band, meaning all its power was concentrated in a very small frequency range, less than 10 kHz wide. Natural cosmic sources, like stars, quasars, or nebulae, emit radio waves across a very broad range of frequencies, a sort of chaotic, cosmic static. A powerful signal that is tightly focused on a single narrow frequency is considered a hallmark of an artificial, technological transmitter, as no known natural phenomenon can produce it. The wow signal's profile was a perfect match for what SETI scientists had predicted an alien message would look like, ticking every single box on their checklist. The next obvious step was to find out exactly where in the sky this incredible signal had come from, so astronomers pointed their telescopes back to that region. The signal originated from a patch of sky in the constellation Sagittarius, a region that lies in the direction of the dense star-filled center of our Milky Way galaxy. The area is populated by billions of stars, but when astronomers looked at the precise point of origin, they found a puzzling and unexpected emptiness. There were no obvious sun-like stars, no planetary systems, and no other clear candidates for an intelligent civilization in the immediate vicinity of the signal's source. This deepened the mystery, as the signal seemed to have originated from a place with no obvious sender, a ghost in the cosmic machine. Despite this, the discovery of the signal triggered decades of follow-up searches, with astronomers around the world dedicating their careers to hearing it again. In the years that followed, Jerry Emmon and his colleagues at the Big Ear telescope repeatedly scanned that same patch of sky, hoping to catch a repeat of the signal. Other, more powerful telescopes, like the Very Large Array in New Mexico and the Green Bank telescope, have also been pointed at the source location hundreds of times. Even amateur astronomers with sophisticated equipment have joined the search. all of them listening intently to that one small, unremarkable patch of the heavens. The result of all of these dedicated and technologically advanced searches over more than 4 decades has been the same, profound and deafening silence. The wow signal was a true transient event, a one-time burst of energy that appeared out of nowhere and then vanished back into the cosmic background, never to return. This is perhaps the most mysterious aspect of the entire event. If this was a genuine message, why was it only sent once, for a fleeting 72 seconds? This has led to a wide range of theories, from the mundane to the extraordinary, as scientists grapple with the nature of this cosmic ghost. Could the signal have been a natural phenomenon that we simply do not yet understand, some kind of rare and exotic astrophysical event? One theory is interstellar scintillation, where a much weaker, continuous signal from a distant star could be momentarily and dramatically amplified by passing through a cosmic gas cloud. This is similar to how stars appear to twinkle in the night sky, but on a much larger and more powerful radio frequency scale. However, this theory does not fully explain why the signal was so perfectly tuned to the hydrogen line frequency, which would require an incredible coincidence. Another natural explanation is gravitational lensing, where the immense gravity of a massive object, like a star, could bend and focus the radio waves from a more distant source. This could potentially amplify a signal, but again, it seems highly unlikely that this process would result in such a perfectly clean narrowband signal. In recent years, some have proposed that the signal could have been generated by a pair of comets that were passing through that region of space at the time. This theory suggests that the comets, as they moved closer to the Sun, could have released massive clouds of hydrogen gas that emitted a signal at the right frequency. However, this idea has been largely dismissed by other astronomers, who point out that such a cloud would not produce a signal with a sharp rise and fall profile seen in the data. With natural explanations failing to be fully convincing, scientists are forced to consider the more exciting and profound possibility that the signal was artificial. Perhaps the most popular theory is that the wow signal was an intentional beacon from an advanced alien civilization, designed to announce their existence. It could be a powerful rotating transmitter like a cosmic lighthouse, sweeping its beam across the galaxy, and we were just lucky enough to be in its path for 72 seconds. This would explain why the signal was so strong and why it has not been heard again, as the beam has since rotated away from our direction. Another compelling theory is that we accidentally intercepted a signal that was not intended for us, a case of cosmic eavesdropping. Perhaps it was a powerful planetary radar or a communication beam between two worlds in another solar system, and we just happened to pass through the signal's path. It could have also been the radio wave leakage from a powerful propulsion system of an alien starship as it passed through that region of space. This idea suggests that we didn't hear a message, but rather the engine noise of a highly advanced piece of extraterrestrial technology. If the signal was indeed artificial, it means that somewhere out there in the constellation Sagittarius, a civilization exists that is at least as advanced as we are. It implies that we are not alone in the universe and that the cosmos is filled with other intelligent beings, a truly world-altering revelation. But without a repeat of the signal or any other form of evidence, the wow signal remains firmly in the realm of speculation. It is the most famous and compelling candidate for an extraterrestrial signal in the entire history of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. It is the poster child for SETI, a tantalizing piece of data that represents both the profound hope and the immense frustration of the search. The signal has inspired countless books, documentaries, and scientific papers, and it continues to fuel the dreams of those who look up at the night sky and wonder. It has become a permanent part of our culture, a symbol of the ultimate mystery and the human desire to connect with something beyond ourselves. In the end, we are left with a perfect enigma, a 72-second signal, at the perfect frequency, from a specific point in space, that perfectly fits the profile of an intelligent message. And yet, it has never been heard again, leaving us with a cosmic silence that is just as mysterious as the signal itself. The wow signal is a humbling reminder of the sheer scale of the universe and our own tiny place within it. A cosmic needle in a haystack. Was it a genuine, fleeting hello from across the stars, a message in a bottle that washed up on our shore for just a moment? Or was it simply a one-in-a-trillion cosmic fluke, a random alignment of natural phenomena that perfectly mimicked a sign of intelligence? The honest answer is that we simply do not know, and we may never know for sure what made Jerry Emin write "wow" on that fateful summer night. But the search continues, and astronomers are still listening, their telescopes pointed to the stars, hoping to one day hear that whisper again. What do you personally believe the wow signal was, a rare natural phenomenon or a genuine message from another world? Share your own theory in the comments section below. And let's continue to explore the greatest unanswered questions of the cosmos.